Hi guys, this is my review of Warfare. Warfare is a new Iraq war film. It's directed by Alex Garland and Ray Mendoza. Alex Garland is the guy that directed Civil War, Annihilation, and Ex Machina. And Ray Mendoza hasn't directed a film before, but he is a former Iraqi veteran. This movie stars the likes of Will Poulter, Joseph Quinn, and Kit Connor, and basically it takes place in a single building, and it takes place over a single day. It technically starts at night as they sort of break into this house, and then the rest of the movie is them just in this house in a day in the life in the Iraq War, essentially. When it comes to these sorts of movies that take place in a single building over a single day, they have to try extra hard to keep your attention, and this movie definitely does that. It is an incredibly tense, thrilling film because you have no idea what's happening outside of this building and whether or not they're going to get support or who's planning what. And yeah, it is brilliant at building up tension. To give you an example, probably the scene that sort of shook me up the most was there's this one scene where these soldiers have to get these guys out to this tank, but then their rocket comes in and it blows up the tank. And usually, when that happens in real life, the person's hearing is incredibly messed up. So basically, you hear what that person would be hearing. It's just eerie sort of noise, and then they get dragged back into the building, and then it switches to what the other people inside the building that weren't there when the explosion went off are hearing, and then you just hear this guy screaming in agony because his legs have been blown off, and that was really a scene that sort of hit me hard, and yeah, really hit me emotionally. Something that you should know about this film is that we never find out what these soldiers, what their mission actually is. We just sort of come along with them as they enter this building. And some people might not like that, but I was fine with it because it sort of gives you a person's perspective in this war. You know, you don't necessarily know what's happening outside, what's going on with the politics, and same with the Iraqi families. They don't know what's happening. It's just on the ground, a day in the life. This is what they experience, sort of thing, and I was very enthralled by it. Overall, this movie is brilliant at two things. One is building up tension, and two is showing the brutality of war and the effects that has on individuals. And I think that was definitely what it was meant to be. Just a day in the life of these soldiers and what they have to go through on a daily basis in war. And it was brilliant at that. I thought this was a fantastic film. I don't really have many plans to see it again just because of how gory and brutal it was, but definitely a necessary watch, not for sure. So yeah, I highly recommend this film. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.